I... I think maybe I should go to bed. Thank you, Asao. Thanks, Silly, and... Kira... These service gears things pretty hard. Barely avoiding breaking into a giggle midway through. It's completely plastered. I can't decide if to feel a little bad or not for being amused at the state she's in. I believe it's bizarre to see her acting so carefree. A shame that it's only without alcohol. Here, let me give you a hint. Jurgen's get to tell her knock her out, but she stopped when the leg is a sharp cough. Is that would you please? Here looks a little surprised, and I have to admit I am as well. I don't mind the request at all, let alone when it says it's a smile. This comes rather unexpectedly. Sure, no problem. Pick up the chest set and help Hanako stand up. I do feel so much responsible for that. But other than Akira, I'm probably the most sober person in the room. She pushes the doll in one hand and offers me the other. Someone at the door into the hallway in Nako's room. Nako burping a couple times on the way. Inside the room, I flick on the light as Nako turns her attention toward herself from the dresser. An Elkin doll is sitting on it, staring into the bare room. There you go. You'll be safe in here. Nako gingerly places the doll next to the other one and straightens his dress. They sit in silence, hair and clothes perfectly arranged. Just like the teapot in Lily's room, there was a distinct contrast to the dull whites and grays that permeate her bedroom. So that way with her dolls, only two of her possessions are safe. Then takes a step back and stands up, staggering severely, except for to catch her if need be, but she regains her balance without my help. For a while, the both stand in silence when Nako looks downwards through the cupboard. The moment so begins to sway a little side to side. It's very off-putting. Are you going to be alright? Nako raises her head and turns around to me. She's only just remembered that I'm also in the room. 1 second, she takes 2 steps forward and wraps around my body, right and rests against my chest. I feel my heart beating as all my senses feel like they're coming alive again after they're deadening through the previous drinking. So fine in her breath, the feeling her fingers through my clothing, the scent of her hair underneath my chin. Hands are out in front of me, not daring to touch her. Temptation is there to hug her and embrace her, tell her everything will be fine, but this feels wrong. Really, really wrong. Nako. I want to stay with you in Lily. Nako's story reminds me a bit of Misha. She probably won't be pleased to hear that. No, I can't. You're a girl and I'm a guy after all, and Lily needs to sleep. He was disappointed groan. As this man's church acts so forward. Don't worry, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I decide to rest on her to it. Rest on her. I decide to rest a hand on her head to reassure her. Deciding this is as far as I'll allow myself to go in terms of physical contact with her while she's in this state. Nako's head nuzzles against my chest, making this real easy with the situation. And as her arms started around my back, I quickly decided to bail out. I turn to the shoulder and give a firm but gentle push, which as grand slows as I do, eventually breaks off. I don't want you to go. Nako, please. Kira and I are gonna start thinking weird stuff if I take too long here. Perfectly true, too. I don't want to take any chances, and I feel very uncomfortable right now. I just read anything the way she's acting right now. I read that aside the alcohol-lowering inhibitions, Theo can react to getting drunk in many different ways that don't necessarily affect reality. Even with that, there are plenty of ways to interpret what she's saying. As long as she's safe, I'm going to try and get out of the room as soon as possible. Then he gives the looking at message to stand and look downcast in the center of the room. Presently changes his strength more and more. Now alone in the room alone with me, the previous brightness seems to have left her. But he was acting upbeat to make sure I didn't worry. Here she was. What could I possibly do for her, since I did exactly the same thing in regard to my own condition? Taking myself from my thoughts, I eventually manages to corral towards her bed. In other words, her attempts to tame the wild cheats on her eventually accompany me a little. Sorry about tonight, Hidako. I know you probably don't remember any of this, but happy birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you. Look at me for a moment. I have no idea what it said actually got through to her, but any chance to ask her is lost as her eyes peacefully close. Suddenly, slowly backing away from her, leaving the room, flicking the lights as I go. I take a little for opening the door to Lily's room again. quietly rehearsing what I should say if I question about Hanako. In a few seconds, I still can't come up with anything. I open the door and make sure to close it behind me. Less than any passing students gets a glimpse of the wine before turning my attention to the two girls at the low table. Akira's casually smiling as is Lily, so welcome the change from the mood from Nako's room. Is that you, Isao? Yeah, I got Nako to her bed. She's sleeping now. That's good. I admit I hadn't thought she'd drink quite so much. Hey, it's fine. She's all safe and tucked in bed now. And the way she is... Jared shows off, although Lily and I would hardly protest. Feeling so anxious and fearful, I don't give an easy out from those consistent feelings. What did I do more for? I feel useless. Looking at Lily, I think back to what I asked myself in town. My relationship with her is that of a friend, and always ever felt that way, but now I think I know why. Lily's been there for both Hanako and me since I first met her. But she's like that for everyone. She's trying to do her best to make them feel better. That in mind, what's the bond between Millie and Nako? I had recognize following the panic attack I inadvertently triggered during class. I feel back to being friends, but she's on my mind more and more. I can't say I view any other girl quite the same way, but maybe it's just normal reaction to someone acting like this. Say, Akira? She ends for looking at me. It's getting pretty late. You know what happened to Nako, don't you? Yeah, Lily told me. It gives her pretty hard for a break, so I calm down and make her breathing a little brighter. We get along pretty well. It's surprising that someone as extroverted as her. For Nako came to know her, though, through Lily. Maybe she had time to get used to Akira. On that note, I better get going. We're going to be a bit late as it is. It's already so late. Sorry, got a bunch of work job on us, so overtime it is. There's up with a grunt and heads past me towards the door. Doesn't really leave, she turns back towards us. You ain't forgot about the time for the fight and the rest. Don't worry, I have everything ready. It's a matter of packing when it gets time to leave. Atta girl. I'll see you guys later then. That she disappears to the door with her hand held high in farewell. Yes, there is something, alright. Probably shouldn't have done that comment through saying it. Regardless, Lily seems quite amused at my appraisal. You okay with all that drinking? Not wasted and just hiding it well? I assure you, I'm quite alright. I can moderate myself. You seem self-possessed as well, if I do say it myself. Yeah, well, I guess your moderation applies to me as well. No hesitation, take a seat at the table in front of Lily. Why not address her directly if you know the reason to tell my own thoughts? I mean to ask you this, but it took me a while to make up my mind. Do you know what triggered the panic attack? I gather it was something to do with her birthday, but I still don't know anymore. Akira is being careful around her, so I assume she knows it well. Lily's smile drops as Kelly at the birthday party now well and truly over. Yes, I'm not sure at all the details myself. I told her she was in hospital fire. She told me as much. After we met and spent a lot of time together. Other than that, she quite simply never told me. She never told you. Something the worst, what did she look back upon? Life of isolation and possibly the death of her family. Even going as far as playing resistance for their deaths. You think about that, a little when Nako's past is bleak. I lived through that and thought with those memories was seeing definitely worse. I feel like similarly depressed, but I can see her able at least somewhere composure before my eyes. Gives me that both of us are talking more frankly than we do otherwise, thanks to thanks to the wine. It feels like it's a good thing anyway. What kind of helps about it? Let's put it like that. What can I possibly do for her? Not really sure I should tell you this, but Tiger told me he visited her the day after we both went to check on her. I must admit I didn't predict you to take the sip so quickly as I would have been, nor did I expect you to. I think it was a nice gesture on your part. Wasn't much really. Just at times like this, I think it'd be better if we had never had Lady Maka, or at least this town. Things are so much easier without us around. I didn't expect to look quite so chill at what I say. For a while, she just looked lost in thought.